to take someone else's song, make it your own, and in some cases, I think make it better than the original is just like a superpower. That's kind of my criteria as we made our top 10 lists of all-time favorite cover songs. Josh, you're listening to cover songs. What's your criteria for whether they're going to make the list or not?
It has to be a good song, and it has to stand on its own. A lot of these were better than the original because that's how we heard it, because the song became larger than life. So I would say most of these outgrossed the original, maybe minus one or two. But yeah, I think to be on my list, I personally have to like it. It has to be, if not better than the original, super interesting and just as good, maybe totally different.
What's the hardest part, Ethan, for you of making a list of 10, just 10 cover songs of all time? Did you struggle to get to 10? Did you struggle to cut it down to 10?
Well, when we first started talking, I was like, this will be easy to do. And then you get to 30 and then 40 and then 50 songs in a playlist, and you're like, I have to pick 10 of these? It's tough. And it is, picking, what it automatically has to be a great song. It has to be a good song. And it has to be done by someone who knows what they're doing and can add their own flavor to it. I was looking at my list while you were talking, Josh, and I don't know if all mine, if I would say that they're better than the original, but they bring something different to the original.
See, that's a big thing too, right? Is like if you have a cover song, and there are a lot of examples of somebody who basically just does a like for like of the original, and like the vocals are going to sound a little different because it's a different singer. But like other than that, it's almost a karaoke version of the original. I kind of have the same thing too, where it's like all of these take the original for the most part. There are a couple of exceptions, but man, I'm really curious what you all have. Josh, we're going to kick it off with you. We're just going to go through our top 10, start with number 10, go to number 1, and then we'll talk about what you have going on here. If you want to share it with us.
Top 10 covers of all time. We're starting out number 10. It's one, it's on the soundtrack of our childhood.
Okay.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Respect by Aretha Franklin.
Nice.
Number 9, Hard to Handle by the Black Crowes. You didn't see that one coming. Otis Redding song. Look at that. First 2 tracks, Otis Redding songs.
Wow.
Number 8, Hurt. Originally by 9 Inch Nails. This cover's amazing. Johnny Cash, are you kidding me? The frailty and stripped down of this song, so different from the original. Number 7, come on.
Yes.
And come on, Whitney Houston with an all-timer. Are you kidding me? This is on everybody's top 10. Okay, number 6, Twist and Shout by the Beatles.
That's
coming in there, doing the old R&B song, making it a rock standard, made famous by Ferris Bueller. Number 5, Nothing Compares to You, Sinead O'Connor. Number 4, Take Me to the River, Talking Heads. Gosh, I love this song. You guys like that one?
That's a good one.
Okay, number 3, Everybody's Talking at Me.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Golly,
go,
that is
Wilson.
ear candy, right? Oh, man, I love that song. Number 2, What? All Along the Watchtower by Jimi Hendrix, redoing the Bob Dylan song. You hear a song, I mean, we didn't hear it back then, but I guess some people probably heard the song. It was like, how could this possibly be better? And then Jimi Hendrix was like, hold my beer. Number 1, I Will Survive by Cake. Dude. Now this may be the one where it's like, okay, this one didn't outgross the original, but man, taking the disco hit and turn it into a rock classic. Just, I know the two of you will never argue with me saying how great I Will Survive is. All right, guys, what do you think? All right, destroy my list here. What did I forget?
No, the first thing I noticed though is that we only have one overlapping song, and I can't believe that.
That is hard to believe.
And
What's
it's
wrong
probably
with
not
your
the
list?
one. And it's
Your
not the
list
one you
must be
think it is.
terrible.
It's not the one you think it is.
So okay, so the thing that stands out, you have classics here, right? Like these are some all timers. I like what you've done. I was filling out my list, and my wife was like, "Look, you know the greatest cover song of all time, and none of you are going to say it." And I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" It's like laid down the gauntlet, and she was like, "It's Whitney Houston. I will always love you." And I was like, you know what? I can't really argue that. And I was like, and you don't know that Josh won't have that on his list.
Exactly.
So I feel good that you included it. I feel good that I had faith in you to include it.
Here's okay.
Ethan,
Can I say something before anybody else comments? Ethan
yeah.
talked about how hard it is, and Seth and I, we're always opposites on a lot of these things. Seth is always like, I can't whittle it down, and I'm like, give me a few more days to think of a couple more. I was like, I knew both of you guys were excited to do this list, and I'm like, first thing when I started racking my brain to do this list, I'm like, greatest covers of all time. First three that pop in my head: I Will Survive, All Along the Watchtower, I Will Always Love You. Because I knew that song was a Dolly Parton song, and I'm like, I Will Always Love You. That song is bigger. It's one of those songs that's just larger than life.
Yeah.
It's true, man. And it does. I mean, like, look, everybody loves Dolly Parton, but she owned that song. Like after she did that song, it's like, that's kind of Whitney's song now. So totally respect that. Other thing too, Ethan, I know you have the same feelings about me about I Will Survive. Just the sickest bass line. It's like one of my favorite sickest bass lines.
It is so good.
It's so good. It's so busy.
It's all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's funny is that I mean we'll get to my list in a minute. And I thought about a lot of Cake songs, and I almost could have done an entire top 10 list of just all of Cake's covers.
I thought about that too.
They've got so many good ones. And because I knew Josh was going to put I Will Survive on his list, I left it off of mine.
Victor Damiani. Is that how you say it?
Damiani. Yep.
That's the bassist. Yeah, got to give a shout out to Victor. Dude, that bass line is unbelievable. And
so fun to play.
Oh yeah, well yeah. For you, it might take me a while to nail that one, dude. Also, hard to handle Black Rose. I just like you've covered some good ground here. I think this is like it makes me feel comfortable going forward with some of my weirder picks. Because
I always forget that Hard to Handle is a cover. Like, I always forget that.
That Black Crowes album, I grew up on that because I had a neighbor who had that album. I was listening to that when it came out when I was like 10.
Yeah.
And Hard to Handle's always been one of my favorites. And then it would be like a karaoke go-to. And that's how I figured out it was a cover. I went to do karaoke and I go to look up Hard to Handle and it says Otis Redding. And I was like, I don't think that's the same song. And then I looked it up there. I was like, oh, that is, but I didn't do it because I was like, it might be totally different. But yeah, that's how I learned that, probably like in my mid-20s. But yeah, I love Hard to Handle, such a iconic rock song from the early 90s.
It's so good. Like the Black Crowes own that song now.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh man, and here's the other thing too is we got to have a minute to talk about Johnny Cash and Hurt, because I agree with you. I love this cover. I think it's amazing. Have you all ever been around two people who have very different opinions about which version is better and how quickly that escalates? It's happened to me like twice out in the world. Just like that, people have very firm opinions about which version is better, and they take it for granted that the world feels like they do. And I remember somebody was just like, Johnny Cash Hurt, like one of the greatest covers ever, right? And somebody's like, get out of here with that nonsense. And there was, I mean, I love the Nine Inch Nails version, but you're right. The way you said it, Josh, is right. Like what he does with that song is just super cool.
Yeah, it's like the lyrics match his style so much. It's
Yeah.
like it's just like a match made in heaven. And then it's almost awesome because how big the first one is. It's like you have to be living in a cave to not have heard the first one. So then it's like, oh wow, this is so different and so cool. Have you guys, here's an honorable mention from my list. Have you heard that Willie Nelson album from last year that had Lost Cause and Do You Realize on it? You know, Willie, bless his heart, I mean, he doesn't have a lot of oxygen left to push out the melody lines, but do you realize, I mean, the Willie in his 90s singing
Yeah.
Do You Realize, the lyrics match his frailty so much. And his story, it's like such a cool moment. It's like, I don't particularly like the cover, but it's like it's such a cool moment in music, I think.
Yeah.
100%. Okay, I feel good about this. This is a great start. I mean, we can obviously touch on these as we go through, but Ethan, what do you think, man? You want to drop your top 10 on us?
Let me drop them. I'm gonna drop them in the comments here so you guys can look at them, and then I'll name them off here.
All right,
Let's
I'm excited here. Okay.
All right. Wow.
All right. Okay.
Tech savvy. Look at the tech savvy guys.
Tech savvy.
Dude, this is great.
All right, let's start off number 10. The newest of my covers. I just heard this the other day and I was like, man, I love this song. And I wanted to put another Fiona Apple song on there, but I didn't. Instead, I went with her cover of Heart of Gold. Yeah, it's just beautiful.
It's great.
Number love 9, Save It for Later by Harvey Danger. Originally
love
by
that,
Beat
man.
Off the 200 Cigarettes soundtrack. God, I loved that song when it came out. And then another kind of newer one, Lucy in the Sky of Diamonds. I did not think I was going to be saying Miley Cyrus in this podcast, but Flaming Lips, Miley Cyrus, and Moby. What a great, crazy song.
That's awesome.
One of 2 Cake entries here. Their cover of War Pigs is one of the greatest songs ever. The thumping, driving bass line, the guitars, John McCrae channeling Ozzy through his monotone voice.
Yeah.
Then we got Video Killed the Radio Star as being covered by Ben Folds 5. One of my absolute favorite things in the world is when a great songwriter covers another great songwriter. So we got Leon Russell covering Hard Rain's Gonna Fall, originally done by Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
My next Cake entry, Sad Songs and Waltzes, originally by the man, Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
Then we've got
love it.
The only live entry I have here, Les Claypool's Frog Brigade covering Pigs, 3 different ones, originally by Pink Floyd, and Stevie Wonder's take on We Can Work It Out. I mean, come on. That song is just a banger. And then my number 1, Josh, Talking Heads, Take Me to the River. I mean, the funkiest, greatest bass line. Hell in the world can someone take an Al Green song and make it even funkier?
Dude, this is a great list.
What a list. Dude, man. I haven't heard like half of these. I'm like, my goodness, I've got some songs to look up to listen to.
I'll share my my list with you. You can listen to them all. I've probably got like 30 honorable mentions, so I'll let you guys
I do too.
Some of those later.
Yeah, we're gonna do this. Yeah, and so I feel pretty good about some of the things that I was like, because Sad Songs and Waltzes was like, I was like, is someone gonna have that and cover it for me? Because those were the 2 I had. I Will Survive and Sad Songs and Waltzes, both off of Fashion Nugget, and I was just like, dude, one of these is has to go in. I'm surprised. Les Claypool. When I saw Les Claypool, I thought for sure we were gonna be on the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I was wondering. I was like, "Oh, is that where we're going?" And I forgot about Pigs, and that is a super cool cover.
Man, I'll say an extra bump. What gets Pigs on that list is that that cover, that album they released that live album because they were touring covering Animals, from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And that album is what got me to go listen to Animals and metal and realize that Pink Floyd had other albums other than Dark Side of the Moon and The Wall. I was like, well, that's it. Those are the two. And then I discovered, there's all this other great music from Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
and I mean,
yeah.
Claypool playing Roger Waters' bass lines is just incredible.
Yeah, man.
I love this list. I like, first of all, that there's just songs on here that I've never heard, and I'm like, what? Fiona Apple covered Heart of Gold, and Harvey Danger covered Save It for Later. I don't even know these. I can't wait to check it out. I love Ben Folds 5's cover of Video Killed the Radio Star.
Yep. That's that's a great one. Anytime Ben Folds can cover a song, it's great.
Dude, I don't know that Leon Russell song either, but Leon Russell covering Bob Dylan, sign me up.
Oh my
I've been jealous of both of your lists and like different entries on there. I think seeing that Leon Russell, I was like, damn it, I forgot. Like, because when you do this, your mind, like for me, it was like my mind's flooded. Then I have to do a little bit of research, and then I'll start. It'll trigger a lot more. And by the time I have so many that you almost put a cap on like putting your brain into search mode. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, I can't think of any more. But I really fumbled the ball on that one. And then the same dude, I love the Save It for Later, Harvey Danger. That's such a cool song. And it's so ripe for covering. I love the original to it. And then what Harvey Danger did with it was great. I think it's Eddie Vedder who does a version of it that they use on the Bear. That's just super cool. It's
actually really good too. I honestly debated on between those two because I was like, I love both these in two separate ways. But the Harvey Danger version, like, I don't know, it's something about a lot of these covers. I think if you look at them, you can look at the band that's covering the other band, and you go, I can see definitely how they came up listening to this, and they're like, I'm gonna like, this is probably something they played in their garage,
Right. The way the guy, the original, I mean, that sounds like it's written by like Sean Nelson. It sounds like it's, and I know Josh loves seeing Harvey Danger on any list. I'm sure that got your attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we've mentioned two Cake songs. An honorable mention for me would be Perhaps. That was right.
I
wanted to put that on my list.
That was the one I thought. I was talking to Seth earlier today. I was like, everybody's gonna have this one song. I'm not gonna put it on mine. It was Perhaps was the one. I was like, everybody's gonna have that song. I'm not gonna put it on my list.
Cake is such a good band of covering and making other people's songs even better or super interesting as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
3 songs off of Fashion Nugget are covers. Their best album, like this classic album. And I love it that 3 of those songs are covers.
Yeah. I love that we saw them at Ascend when they came through last summer, and they opened with Sad Songs and Waltzes. Which was
really?
That's cool.
It was like, this is perfect. You got Nashville in the background.
Yeah.
This is perfect,
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Which, by the way, it's good seeing Cake nowadays because you don't have to get out of your chair.
It's good to start with that too, because it's like you don't have to bring anybody down. Like any energy you build up through the set, you don't have to like be like, okay, now I know you're super excited that I'm awesome, but sit down because I've got a really good one here. You can just play that one first while everybody's like still kind of talking. It's like, oh, they're on.
And man, I gotta tell you, there's something about the harmonies on that song. Like, there's not a lot of it, but it's just that one little part where it's a good thing. It's just like, dude, it just like melts. It's like, yes, that's like the perfect harmonies.
Yeah.
I bet that was a great show. Okay, I'm gonna round us out here and give my top 10. A couple of these are probably a little off the beaten path, but I'd be interested to see if these popped up in any of your all's honorable mentions. Number 10, Happy Mondays with Step On. Number 9, Soft Cell with Tainted Love. Number 8, Sid Vicious with My Way. Number 7, Elvis, Suspicious Minds. The Clash with Police and Thieves at number 6. Manfred Mann's Earth Band, Blinded by the Light, originally a Springsteen song. Nilsson, Without You, number 4. Josh, you and I just talked about Mark Ronson, Late Night Feelings. I've been in a Mark Ronson mood lately. I've always loved his and Lily Allen's cover of Oh My God.
Yeah.
Charles Bradley from
Oh.
Changes. Ethan, I kind of, for some reason, I was like, I don't even know if Ethan knows that, but I bet he's going to have Charles Bradley on his list. And then number one, Devo with Satisfaction.
I love
that's
it.
my top 10.
Man,
I love it. This is a great list.
What
First
a
of
great
all,
list.
the song that sticks out to me is Without You by Nilsson. I had Nilsson on my list. I love Nilsson. I almost put this song on there too. I had to pick one and leave one off. Yeah, Mark Ronson. Gosh, he's got some great covers. I almost put Valerie on my list with Amy
Right,
Winehouse.
off of the same album versions. Yeah, that Nilsson song, it was a Badfinger song. Nilsson's only number one on the Hot 100. I think Mark Ronson and Lily Allen doing that Kaiser Chiefs song, which I knew at that point. It's like that. It hadn't been out that long. Like a lot of songs on versions, like Valerie. That was a Zooton song.
Yeah.
But everything on that album, it's called Version. Actually, it's called Version, singular. On our episode, I kept calling it plural, and I really kicked myself for that in the edit. But anyway, yeah, I love what Mark Ronson was doing at that time with all those singers. He also, on that same album, he has a really cool cover of Just by Radiohead. That's like funky.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and Devo doing Satisfaction. I don't even know if I've heard that, but I mean, that doesn't surprise me that that's at the top of your list. I know you're been big into
When you hear it, dude, it's so crazy. It's like in a weird time signature, yet it's like the funkiest groove possible. You have heard it because you have seen Casino, and Martin Scorsese used that. Yeah, he uses the Devo version of Satisfaction.
What a great scene too.
Oh, great scene. Yeah.
In fact, I love that Boss can speak with entire confidence that I've heard that because he knows he's probably watched Casino with me 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I have.
You have heard that actually.
Yeah.
And then another Goodfellas, another Scorsese appearance here. Goodfellas, Sid Vicious, My Way closes out Goodfellas.
That's such a great one too. I totally forgot about that. Oh man,
it's classic. I mean, it's like it's kitschy, but it's at the same time it's either like the least punk rock or the most punk rock cover of all time. And I tend to veer into the most because I want to.
Man, your top 3 is just blowing me away right now. Like I'm sitting here kicking myself. Like, how did I forget all 3 of those songs? Especially, you're right. The Charles Bradley Changes. Dude, I love that song. That is one of his voice, like the emotion behind that song. It's so good.
I'm not familiar with Soft Cell.
Soft Cell.
Have I heard that Tainted Love version? Is that one popular?
That's the Soft Cell version, I'm guessing.
Okay.
You rarely hear the original version, Edwin Cobb's version.
Okay.
But Soft Cell is kind of the famous new wave 80s version of it.
That song rocks.
Yeah.
I love that song.
It's so cool, and it's actually like it's funny. It's like Tainted Love and Where Did My Love Go is like the longer edit of that song that you'll hear sometimes, but sometimes that's just kind of cut off, and because I think everyone's favorite part of that is Tainted Love. But dude, Charles Bradley with Changes. I don't know if you've ever heard the Black Sabbath version. I'm sure you have.
Oh yeah.
But it's impressive that Black Sabbath wrote it. Like that does not sound like a Black Sabbath song. And when I heard that, I thought, this can't be right. And then
you almost think it's the other way.
Yeah, right.
You almost think like Ozzy covered Charles Bradley, of course.
Right, of course. But man, when you hear it, you're just like, I really respect what you're doing here, Black Sabbath, but it's Charles Bradley's song now.
100%. Yeah. It's back to that Black Crowes thing where he owns that song now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just take it over. This is fun.
Sorry, Ozzy.
This has been fun. And R.I.P. Ozzy. This has been fun, and it was a lot left on the cutting room floor in the form of honorable mentions. I even trimmed down my honorable mentions because I was like, I'll be here all night if I list off 24 songs. So I'm going to keep my minimal, but my honorable mentions are Nirvana, Man Who Sold the World. I thought for sure one of you guys would have that, so I left it off the list.
Yeah.
Blondie, Hanging on the Telephone. The only reason it's a Nerves cover, actually, I always thought it was a Blondie song until a few years ago. Learned
That's
it was
the
a
only
Nerves
reason
cover.
I didn't add it is because I didn't know it was a cover.
And it's like and it's relatively faithful to the original. But there's a really cool guitar part in the Blondie version that is not in the Nerves cover. Cream, Crossroads. Originally by Robert Johnson. Just a defining classic rock song. Cake, Sad Songs and Waltzes. Cake, I Will Survive. Thankfully, those were covered. There's a song, there's a band called the Feelies, who were this sort of a post-punk band, and they covered Everybody's Got Something to Hide Except for Me and My Monkey, which I was strongly considering.
It was on my list
well.
too.
Did you have that one on your short list?
Yeah.
Dude, I love that. I love that cover. It's so jittery. It's like the Feelies music is just jittery in general.
Yep.
And then the last one I have is Fats Domino doing Lady Madonna. I love that version.
Oh, nice. Oh, man, I totally forgot about that.
Oh, and then I should have mentioned, here's another one that just came to me that I forgot about the list entirely, but Screaming Jay Hawkins does a great version of Monkberry Moon Delight, Paul McCartney's song from Ram. And dude, he just screams it. It is unhinged. It's amazing. Definitely check that out. So those are my honorable mentions, but I know you guys probably have some too.
Some of these are like new ones that I just found, like just trying to find, like research. Apparently Shame does a cover of Rock Lobster, which is amazing.
Yes, it is good. Oh, good call.
OK Go doing This Will Be Our Year by the Zombies is what got me to go check out the Zombies. And man, I love that band now. The Breeders have a great cover, Happiness is a Warm Gun. Benny Sings. I know you guys hear me preach about him all the time. He's got a great cover of Sailing from Chris Christopherson. It is awesome.
Oh, really? Okay.
There's a whole album of Pixies covers that I wanted to put on this list. And I couldn't. But two from that were Super Drag doing Wave of Mutilation and Weezer doing Valoria. Like those two.
Oh.
There's like, obviously, both those bands and the Pixies, it's obviously they came straight from the Pixies.
Right.
Jolene from the White Stripes is a great one. Can't Help Falling in Love with You from Beck. Kick Out the Jams from Rage Against the Machine.
That's a good one.
There's a really interesting cover, and I didn't want to put it on my list because it's not great, but I like the fact that they try to do it in their style. The Darkness does a cover of Street Spirit, Fade Out from Radiohead, which is very metal. It's over the top and crazy. And I was like, this is not what this song should be, but I appreciate your effort. And last one I want to honorably mention here is William Shatner's Common People.
Oh yeah, with Ben Folds 5, right?
It's so good.
With Ben Folds.
Ben Folds produced the album. I think he did all the music on it. Yeah, man, that song is just so good. I listened to it over and over in the car. The kids are wanting to listen to it now. They're like, we want to hear that song. I'm like,
It's funny. Have you ever tried the Pulp version? And they're just like, I want the Shatner version.
So I had this cover songs playlist that I made, and we've been listening to on the way to school in the morning. I'm asking their input, and they're like, let's hear the original. And I'll play the original, and they're like, no, go back to the cover. I'm like, okay, cool. I played like 3 different versions of Video Killed the Radio Star, and they're like, no, we like the Ben Folds version. I'm like, all right. That's what's going on my list then. Sorry, Presidents of the United States of America.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Man, I forgot they did one too.
Yeah.
Gosh, you guys gave me a whole list of things I've got to go check out because a lot of your honorable mentions and a few on your list I hadn't even heard. So
actually, I do have a question. One question, one answer. If you could pick any band to cover another band's album, what would you pick?
Ooh,
the whole album. Yes,
just a whole album.
We should be good at this, Josh, because it's a question we ask ourselves when we listen to our favorite albums. And you and I are both looking at each other like, duh.
Yeah.
I mean, we answer this question every 2 weeks.
Yeah. And we always say Beck.
Ooh.
It's always Beck. I always want to hear Beck cover things.
Man, as soon as you said Beck, now I'm like, well, that would be in her because I've already got mine in my head, and now I'm like, well, Beck doing that album might be better. I don't know.
I think I'm going to steal from our Ween episode and say that I do want to go back in a time machine and hear like 1969 Beatles cover White Pepper.
Ooh, I like it.
I hear that.
Yeah. I like it. What did I say the other day? I wanted Led Zeppelin to cover that. Was it that Tame Impala album?
Oh yeah, you did, and that's a good call. The Currents,
really cool.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking backwards.
I like.
You're doing this better.
Yeah, we're taking dead people and making them cover.
No, this is much better than my idea.
Because I had a conversation with Amanda's uncle the other day about our podcast, and I was like, man, I just think Led Zeppelin's one of the greatest bands of all time. And like, it's like every new band you listen to, if they're like rocking like that, it's like, okay, well, are they pretty good? Yeah. Well, they're not Led Zeppelin.
I mean,
Ethan, who are you having cover? Well, you didn't tell us yours. What's the one you want?
The one I thought long and hard about is one of my favorite albums, one of my favorite artists, and I just want to hear Radiohead cover Abbey Road. That's all I want.
Oh yeah,
I mean, that's all I want. Actually, you know what? I just want the medley.
Dude, that would be wild.
Cover the medley, like the B-side.
Yeah. And you want them to really Radiohead it up, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, I want Tom to be talking through some kind of box where it's like, and Johnny just like laying on the floor playing with something that makes noise. Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah. Dude, okay, I'm so into this. The other there was one other thing in my head. I always have wanted to talk to Rivers Cuomo and be like, why don't you guys cover This Boy by the Beatles and do it like it's the Blue Album, that version.
Yeah.
I've always thought when I heard that song, I'm like, this is a Weezer song that just needs to happen.
I think we tried to cover that in that style.
When we
were in high school, I think we were like, let's do This Boy, let's do it like Weezer. And we were like, yeah.
That's how long I've been carrying this around. What was that, 30 years ago? It's like I'm still carrying that around. I still need that to happen.
Here's my issue with Weezer's cover thing they did.
Yes.
They didn't make them sound like Weezer songs.
Amen.
It was just like, okay, we're just going to sound like Hall & Oates.
And
where's the fun in that? You know?
Yeah.
Like they do there's a video on YouTube of them covering Paranoid Android. And it's note for note perfect, and it's awesome. But then when they got done, I was like, it just sounds like Radiohead.
Right.
With River singing.
Yeah. Right. It's a bar band kind of approach. Yeah. And like when they did Africa by Toto, it just sounds like that version with Rivers singing.
I can't tell the difference between the two of them.
Right.
Until the singing starts. And I'm like, okay, let's Rivers.
That's not fun. That's not a fun cover song.
Yeah.
No.
If you're not putting your own stamp on it, then what's the point?
It's true. Now, if you're playing, Vampire Weekend does this thing sometimes at the end of their shows where they would they've played their set and they just come out and take requests, and they have like some musicians up there, and then they're solid musicians and they're trying to cobble together whatever's thrown at them. Mm-hmm. And that's fun as a gig. If you're like what Weezer was doing, it's like, here's an album that we're releasing out into the world. I do feel like you would want to make a statement and be like, let's Weezer this up a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, do you want to hear all your favorite songs? No, sorry. Do you want to hear some songs that you would recognize and hear it played by Weezer where I'll sing them and we'll have our instruments set at our settings that we like? It's like, no, nobody wants to hear that.
Yeah. I was really disappointed. I've been disappointed in Weezer for a few years, though.
I know. We need to have a therapy session.
You are the only one.
They were my favorite band until I
know. What happened, man? And you kept the faith longer than I did.
I probably did. I hung around. I hung around through Maladroit.
I think you hung around into things that were legitimate, and I was so butthurt that I was like, I'm out. Like I was that way in the Green album. I was like, it's like, We're doing good. We're doing good. And then, as time went
Maladroit.
on, I was like, I'm just letting it go.
Yeah.
And even though there's a great song on Maladroit that I really like, it doesn't sound like any other song on the album. It's kind of slow. Can't remember the name of it right now, but that's great. Anyway,
I feel like Ethan used to tell a good story about how I hung in for Weezer like one concert more than he did.
I'm trying to think when the last time I saw them was. It was at Starwood before Starwood
Yeah,
closed.
it was
oh
me.
wow,
And you. It was
Was
me
it
and
me and you?
and somebody else,
And
Sam
Me.
or
Seth. It was the three of
Yeah.
us.
There's the three of us. I was there.
It
Shit.
was the three of us. It was
I was like, really? You guys did that?
with
It was
Dashboard Confessional.
it was supposed to be the Strokes.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's
It was
right.
supposed to be
And
the Strokes,
just
and the
bailed.
Strokes.
Yeah,
The lead singer Julian Casablancas got like strep throat or some bullshit.
yeah, yeah,
And it was like last minute, like Dashboard Confessional, and we were all like, "God damn it,
yeah. That was a
why?"
bummer, man. But didn't you see Weezer and No Doubt at
Yes, yeah.
yeah, you saw it in the same venue?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. At the old
that's
Starwood
fierce.
before
And
they
that's
put
like
in the
Tragic
fake
Kingdom, No
grass.
Doubt.
It was
That's like
Tragic
peak No
Kingdom
Doubt.
and Pinkerton were the two
Oh,
albums, and it was just like
that's sick.
it was.
That's
So, it was
awesome.
one of the best shows I've ever seen. Ooh, what's the best cover you guys have ever seen at a show?
Oh,
Josh, we were beside each other for the one I'm going to say.
I can't wait.
I think it was Of Montreal doing "Smells Like Teen Spirit."
Ooh,
That's
At the
pretty
cannery,
sick.
and no one saw that coming, and it was just like, dude, that that rips.
Now, did they do it like Nirvana
It was
style,
kind of
or-
straight up. No, it
Okay.
was kind of just like, it's just like, let her rip. And it was, and I'm telling you, in a live setting, when you don't expect it, playing it like it sounds on the record is pretty cool. And
Yep.
people were just like, let's go.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Live, play it like it is on the album.
Oh,
and
yeah.
just like, oh
Yeah.
God, yes,
Of
that's
course.
awesome.
Yeah.
Josh, you and I saw Beck before Radiohead came out at Bonnaroo, and he did Creep. Do you remember that?
Gosh, no. I know I was there.
Cool. And they were like, thank you for doing that. So we don't have to
I'm
play
sure they were like,
Exactly.
"Oh, God."
Yes. Yeah. Tom was like, we don't play that anymore. No, I mean, that was Radiohead in their heyday where, like, I don't know if Tom said much during that set except, like, we love you
Nasty,
guys. This
nasty.
is really awesome. There's a
I
lot of
remember
people
for some
here.
reason between songs he just went nasty, nasty, and that like that pops in my head sometimes. Where I'm just like, why did he do that? Why?
See,
And that whole concert's online too. You can watch it on YouTube.
my goodness, I had no idea, and I can't remember what Seth and I were preparing for, and I found that Bonnaroo
was the
show that
Benz.
we were at, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" They played like 5 or 6 songs off In Rainbows before
didn't
that
come out for
even
2
came out.
years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was cool.
that
I'm
show was
sure
awesome.
at the time I was like, "What in the world is this? What is going on?"
Dude,
glad you
this has been a
remember
blast.
that stuff.
I like the thought exercise of what covers do we want to hear. We could maybe do some lobbying out there, but dude, I know we've forgotten some. If you're watching this video, let us know in the comments what it is that we forgot. I'm sure there's some classics that I'm just going to kick myself up. I've already felt that way when I saw your all's list, but a good time. If you like watch the video, you've watched it this far, give us a like. If you listen to Podcast World, follow us on the podcast, and we'll think of another geeky list to come up with and talk about soon. Thanks, fellas. We'll talk to you later.
It's been fun. Thanks, guys.